right, Snuggles is joining me today. So today we are going to be talking about some of the homeschool changes that I'm going to be doing this year in comparison to last year. I am in a new state. I have just an older child this year, and I also have a busy 2-year-old and a busy 4-year-old, and I'm pregnant. So I've got to do some things differently. This is actually my 8th year homeschooling, and it's time to change some things up. And yeah, so let's go through those things. First things first, being done before lunch. I have had this standing rule, and you can ask all my friends, that I am always done before lunch. Like, I don't know, we get up early, we get it done, and we're done. You know, by lunchtimes, we're done with school. This year, that's not gonna happen. There's just no way. There's too many moving pieces. There's too many children that require one-on-one time with me and quality one-on-one time with me, that there's just no way that we're going to be done before 1 o'clock. And if you'd like to see our new homeschool schedule for this year, click this video right here. And yeah, you'll see all the exact breakdown and what time we'll actually be finishing. Second thing that's changing, and it's kind of sad, is table schooling. We used to do, like, if you check back in my old videos, we used to do so many subjects just all together in one table, and just you know, I have math going and everybody's doing math, or whatever the situation is, and that's just not possible this year, mostly because my oldest, first of all, he likes to do his schoolwork with like instrumental music playing in the background, and that's not conducive for all my children. So he likes to listen to music while he gets his work done. Let me know in the comments if that's like a thing that you like to do. It's so distracting to me, but it works for him. It really helps him to focus. And that's new, like me letting go of the reins and being like, okay, it really does help him. Just let him do it. So because of that, I can't be having instrumental music playing while I'm trying to like navigate little ones and all the things. So he's going to be working in his room at his desk. And then also, I have so many like separate, like I'm gonna be doing a full kindergarten curriculum and preschool curriculum with my little ones, and everybody's just doing something different, that it would be too distracting. Like they would actually get in each other's way to table school. So we're gonna be letting that go. We still have group time where we're gonna gather around and do like our group subjects together, but table schooling, not this year. The third thing, which is very, very, very new for me, is we're doing co-op this year. And we did co-op last year, but it was more of a drop-off program. So I dropped off my 2 older ones, and then it was just me and the 2 younger ones, and I had that like alone time to do me. But this year I am teaching at a co-op. I'll be teaching preschool. And so yeah, that's a change. That's, you know, that's not a break. You know, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna teach those little preschoolers, and I'm gonna love on them. I'm actually gonna be teaching my 2 little ones as well as quite a few other ones, and I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to it. I was actually a preschool teacher in high school, and 2 years into college I was a preschool teacher. So I've always adored that preschool age. I've told my mom that, like, when I was in high school, I told her, hey, I want to open up my own childcare center. And she was like, no, they don't make any money. And so, no, that's not true. I told her I wanted to be a childcare teacher, and she said, no, you're not gonna make $8 an hour. And so she crushed my dreams, and she made me become a nurse. But it's okay. It's all right. Now I have my own childcare. They're my kids. And I get to teach other kids. So that's another huge change this year. So the fourth thing that's changing is starting with my little ones. Last year I started with my a group, like we all did school all together and as a group. And this year I am actually going to be starting with the little ones first, before I do group work. And this is because we're doing a walk in the morning. And so by starting with them after they just got all that energy and they're ready and they're focused, I feel like it's prime time to get schoolwork done with them. So that is completely new. I've never started off with them. Usually we meet as a group and it's very much an unwinding time and a calming time. But this year I'm gonna do them first, get all that attention that they need, that one-on-one attention out first, and then bring everybody together as a group. The fifth thing is walking. We're going to be doing walks in the morning rather than, usually we would do a little bit of school, then get out and go on a walk, and then come back and finish off school, which is what I'm used to doing, like at 8, 9 o'clock, we leave for a little bit and then come back. But this year we are actually starting off our morning walks at like 7:30 in the morning, and we're walking for 30 minutes first and getting out all that energy first. I find that it helps to wake me up in the morning. It helps to get us, get the blood flowing, get us out, and it forces us to get started early because we're walking with friends. And so there's that expectation that these people are going to show up to your house at 7:30. So you got to be ready. So it has really helped to help us get started on time and help us keep our schedule and keep regulated and stuff like that. So walking first thing in the morning, getting out first thing in the morning, getting those little ones' energies out first thing in the morning. Another thing that we are changing, or the sixth thing that we're changing this year, is my children have always done a lot of reading, but it hasn't necessarily been like structured reading when it comes to independent reading. And this year, our reading, we're doing the Sunlight readers for both my sixth grader and my third grader. And so that is it's a lot easier with my third grader than it is with my sixth grader, but I have like chapters established for them based off of the Sunlight reading requirements per day of how much they're supposed to be reading. And so I will tell them, hey, read chapter 1 and 2 today, or however much it says. And then I have comprehension questions that I ask them, which I love because I'm not able to keep up with the amount of reading, especially that my son does. And so to really check to see that he's comprehending what he's reading and he's not just like skimming books and stuff like that. And so I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to just making sure that his reading comprehension is on point and exposing them just to a lot of different types and a huge variety of books. I'm really looking forward to that, especially for my third grader. And then we've also are increasing in our read alouds. I mean, we've got so many read alouds this year. So many read alouds. Let me know if you want a video of all our read alouds, or like a monthly morning basket video so that you can see what we're reading for the month. But because of Sunlight and because we're doing Amber's curriculum, which is also a literature-based curriculum, we've got a lot of read alouds this year and readers. So speaking of morning baskets and things like that, and like I said, I'm starting off with my little ones. And so that means no more morning basket-ish, sort of. We have actually split our morning basket into history and science in the afternoon after we put the kids down, and then like Bible, geography, that time in the mid-morning, and then devotions, like our older two are doing the Not Consume devotionals, which we are loving. I'll leave a link down below in the description for those devotionals. They are so good. And so that's what they're doing in the morning time. And so our morning basket is kind of broken up into multiple times throughout the day. So it's kind of just like our whole day basket. And the last thing that is changing in our homeschool, and this I talked about a lot in my schedules video, is that we are doing free play and sensory play time. With free play and sensory play time, I have scheduled 5 free play things that my children will be doing. My younger 2 will be doing 1 every single day, and 5 sensory things that my children will be doing, one every single day. And I'm going to share it with you guys. Now, they're not revolutionary in nature, and so I don't know if it's going to be life-changing, but maybe you have these things and you haven't thought, hey, I didn't know that could be sensory play, and then you're like, hey, now I can use it. But the first of the 5 sensory play activities that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing water play. So one day they're going to be doing water play. They are going to have buckets of water. I'll have them outside. They can just play in the water and bring their little animals to play in the water. I'll probably have one of like the painting smock things over them so that they can not get super soaked, because I don't want them to take a bath, you know, but just enjoy simple water play. Now the second thing that we have is we have kinetic sand, and so they're going to be playing with kinetic sand and utilizing that. The third thing that we have is rocks. Like, we've got like an assortment of different small pebble sized rocks that they're going to be using inside of their sensory table. The fourth thing that they're going to be doing is they're going to have Play-Doh. So just simple Play-Doh that is going to be handmade, because I can't, with buying Play-Doh and then having them mix all these colors all together. I'm just gonna make it using flour and whatever the internet says on how you make Play-Doh, and I'm gonna make the Play-Doh, and then they can play with that and enjoy that, and it wouldn't matter like if they ate it, because it's like stuff from my kitchen, you know. So I'm gonna make Play-Doh and have them play with Play-Doh. Sorry, it got real hot outside. Okay, and the last thing is paint and scissors and art supplies and different things like that. Like, I'm not big on crafts and those pom-poms and those stuff. I'm gonna draw the line at glitter. I really cannot do glitter, but paint and glue and pom-pom and scissors and things, like, I'm gonna just get out the art supplies and let them go ham. And once a week, I can handle once a week. So that's the last sensory play. Like I said, it's not revolutionary or anything in nature or anything like that, or nothing you've never heard of, but it's just something that they will only have access to one day a week, and they won't have access to it at any other time. So it keeps it fresh, it keeps it new, and the sensory thing changes every single day. So the hope is that they will play with it for, I mean, I don't need them to play with it for an hour, 20 minutes tops, but because it's fresh and it's new and it's not the same thing that they get every day, or the thing that they have access to all the time, that they will play with it. Fingers crossed. Pray for me, y'all. All right, now when it comes to free play, we've got multiple different types of blocks. We've got the magnet blocks, we've got the Lego Duplos, we've got the wood blocks. And so we are gonna have a set of blocks that is only for school time. That is only comes out on Mondays. It's the Mondays blocks. And so it's gonna be their actual, they've got smaller Lego pieces. So it's actually gonna be like Legos that they don't really get access to all the time. They get access to these huge, I think they're called Duplos. They get access to the Duplo blocks all the time. So the Lego blocks and the wood blocks are what they will have access to just on Mondays. The other blocks, the Magna blocks, those big Duplo blocks and stuff like that, they'll have access to them all the time. The second free play thing that they will have is like transportation things. So it's like trains, cars, construction thing that they build. They will have access to that every Tuesday, and they'll get to play with those things on Tuesday. Now on Wednesday, they get puzzles. Now we've got a ton of puzzles. So we'll whip out all the puzzles. I don't necessarily like to take out all the puzzles because they dump out every single last puzzle all over the floor. But this will be the opportunity that you can take out all the puzzles and dump them out all over the floor. It's okay, because it's Wednesday. And so this will be the time that they'll have access to that. And the fourth thing is sheets and fabrics and different things like that. I will have specifically designed for them so that they can build tents. They can make costumes. They can, I don't know, sometimes they like to lift it up and throw it down and run underneath it and do all the things, because they'll be doing this free play with my with my daughter as well. She's a little older, and so she can guide the free play a little bit. And they'll have dolls there, and they can make houses and stuff. Like, they love to build tents. So this will be their opportunity every Thursday to make their tents. And then the last thing is recycled items. Now I am collecting like sparkling water boxes and any packages that I get from Amazon, or any milk cartons and stuff like that. I rinse them out and leave them for them. Just any empty boxes and stuff, because I don't understand. Kids love boxes. They love to cut them and make different things out of them. And sometimes they're shoes, and sometimes they're doll houses, and they're all the things. And so I'm going to be collecting recycled items and just let them go for a free-for-all with it on Fun Friday. Make whatever you want out of all these recycled items. Paper towel rolls and different things like that. My daughter, my 7-year-old, is actually gonna lose her mind. She like loves that kind of stuff. So she's actually gonna really enjoy that, as well as my 2 little ones. There's somebody at my door. All right, so my dog's barking, so it's time for me to go. But I hope this was helpful. Until next time, bye y'all.